All right, guys. So, chapter 15 of your text is like a case study on the global soft drink industry. So, when you're doing your case studies, kind of think about it in the same format. So, with this, the case study is food and beverage. We're going to look at the industry background, analyze the industry, and then look at the managerial decisions that go into making an action. So, with this, we're going to describe the market structure of the food and beverage industry in this case, citing those main trends affecting this industry, describing the issues that the industry faces, and how those strategies should be incorporated for global foods. So, review from chapter one questions that managers have to answer are: what are the economic conditions in our particular market? Should our firm be in this business? If so, at what price and what are the output levels? How can we maintain that competitive advantage over other firms? And what are the other risks involved? So if we take a look at the economic factors of the industry and we look at those factors and trends that influence our demand, we look at shifts in demographics, maybe by age. There's a demographic group. Integration of markets, we look at globalization with this case. Going back to the basics, we're looking at health, wellness, convenience, and premium status, and then demand from those emerging markets. When we look at the supply side of things, we're looking at mass customization, private labels, rising costs of raw materials, the asset, which is the light business model, businesses have to adapt to faster, okay? So, new products that we're looking at in the global soft drink industry are those energy drinks. What are the health concerns that come with that? How can we differentiate, with ingredients, maybe packaging? So, managerial decisions that come into play would be creating that SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So, what are the strengths of global foods? What's their market share position, brand awareness, potential profit margin? Are there other strengths? What are the weaknesses of global foods? What are the demographic changes, brand recognition? There's a declining gross profit margin due to the rise of those input costs. Are there other weaknesses? When we look at the opportunities for global foods, is there room for the new entrants in this market? There's growing consumer interest in wellness. So how does that affect us, right? International demand as well. Are there other opportunities? And then when we look at threats to global food, are we in entrenched competition? Are there potential new entrants? What about higher costs and some other threats that you can think of? So then we decide, what is our goal? We need profitable growth, right? So how can we implement strategies and tactics? Should we use a differentiation strategy? How can that Porter's model be used to our advantage to help us figure out how can we get that attainable and profitable growth? So in summary, this is how you want to analyze your cases. The principles of the economics, that managers are facing are integral to the decision-making process within business, which is why you're in this class. Those managerial economics, they provide info for consumers, prices, costs, quantities, competition, and business strategy. All the things that we as managers need to think about when we're in those different situations, making those decisions. A major contribution of managerial economics is the estimation of risk. Okay. So if you walk away with something, walk away with that. Basically, how can economics help you make better decisions as a manager? Okay. So any questions on the case study, please let me know. It's pretty simple, straightforward.